countdown to 25 Days of Christmas is on. Yes! And the biggest adventure. Countdown to 25 Days of Christmas.
Star Express. Tom Hanks's epic magnum opus, if you will, because he pretty much plays every character in this thing. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. But yeah, the Polar Express. Why is this movie on the list? Why is it up so high? Because this is the only real Christmas thing that actually makes me kind of teary-eyed. It gets me emotional every year. I don't want to watch it because it's that sad to me. But every year I watch it. And every year I get a little bit of crying out of the way, and it kind of helps me out throughout the rest of the season. So, there you go. There's this... I mean, it came out in 2004. It doesn't really have, like, anything... It didn't really have that great of a box office, but you kind of expect that with Christmas movies. How they generate money with Christmas movies is TV. You get it on TV, it becomes a Christmas classic through TV. So, there you go. And since then, it's become a Christmas classic because of TV. Because of 25 Days of Christmas. And I'm not going to sit here and say that the characters are quite likable, especially the main character. The main character I thought was pretty bland. Tom Hanks, though, Tom Hanks is great, even though he's pretty much playing every character. He plays his dad, he plays the older version of the main character as the narration. He plays the conductor, he plays the old, homeless hack that's apparently a ghost that appears on the train for some reason, whatever. The story, though, I'd say is pretty solid. Although there is a lot of scenes that are kind of spread out to make the movie longer so it can be classified as a movie. Honestly, if you would release this as like a 45-minute special on TV, I think it would be perfect. But it's a movie, so they can extend it, and you do feel the drag. You do feel the drag, but honestly, it's a very tender-hearted Christmas special. Very, very tender-hearted. And I watch it every year, even though the characters kind of look ghostly and creepy. And the kid with the glasses is very, very, very annoying. But I dare say it is beautiful. The animation, more or less, is pretty good. The design is spectacular. The story itself is a Christmas classic. And I dare say it gets me teary-eyed every time I watch it, so that's why I watch it every year. Josh Groban, his music, I mean, he's one of the greatest singers of all time. And I dare say without his music, this movie would suffer quite a bit. But it doesn't, because his music kind of elevates it. And yeah, man, the elements in this movie really, really work. I can't complain about this. I'm getting teary-eyed just thinking about it because it's really pretty awesome. I watched it in 3D. The 3D was even better. The 4D, I even watched it in 4D. There's like this little thing, couple of places here that I can watch it in 4D sometimes, maybe like every 2 years or so. And it is truly beautiful, man. especially in IMAX, because when I lived in Detroit or whatever, the Henry Ford, they always had it in the IMAX theater every year, and it was spectacular even then. So, yeah, the animation is beautiful, especially on the IMAX screen. Even though the characters kind of seem kind of ghostly sometimes, it's still, the story's still solid. I highly recommend it. If you want to cry, you will get a cry. If you want a little bit of a scare, there's some scary elements in there. So, yeah, there you go. The Polar Express, one of the great Christmas classics, man. One of the great Christmas.